Hello and welcome back to Under the Knife 2. Let's find out who our little visitor friend is. If they're even a friend at all. Episode 6, Visitor. What a nice day. Oh well, there's still work to be done. Excuse me, can I ask you something? Yes, how may I help you? Aren't you Angie Thompson? What? Oh, Miss Fulton. Then you must be here about Dr. Stiles, right? Just have a seat, and I'll fetch... No, I mean, please, wait. That's not why I came. I just wanted to know if he was doing okay. Oh, is that all? There will always be times when men and women don't get along, my dear. But when you get to be my age, you start to realize just how silly it is to beat around the bush. If you want to know how Dr. Stiles is doing, why don't you ask him yourself? What? So, have there been any big changes at Caduceus? No, not really. How have you been? I guess things are going okay. Come on, you two are acting like you just met. Don't you have anything real to say? Yeah, quit talking in circles.
No.
Easier said than done. Hey, what are you two doing here anyway? Well, Greg and I are your mentors, you know. And since I'm apparently your guardian angel, I should be here too, right? What the... You guys are treating me like a little kid.
You're such a handful.
Well, you need our help, right? Doesn't that make you just like a little kid? You can't even carry on a conversation with a young lady on your own. I don't think that's the problem here. How are we supposed to have a normal conversation with you two perched over us like that? Oh, well, if we're in the way, why don't you see her by yourself tomorrow? You have the day off, don't you? Yeah, but... And you have tomorrow off too. Right, Miss Thompson?
Yes.
I do, actually. How did you... Oh, but tomorrow, I'm going to see my father. Is that so? Well then. That gives me an idea. Derek, I want you to go see Professor Blackwell with Angie. What? Dr. Casal? Sydney keeps us updated with news from Caduceus. In fact, we just got word about that biohazard at Elysium. Turns out, the guild outbreak there was done intentionally. And since Professor Blackwell was once part of Delphi, maybe he knows something that would give us some insight into the attack.
No.
Wait a second, Dr. Casal. All that may be true, but it's Angie's day off. She shouldn't have to... No, it's alright, Doctor. I was planning on talking to my father about it anyway. What? Dr. Nagel and the others are working overtime to analyze the samples we obtained. If they're going to sacrifice their time for the sake of research, then as a member of Caduceus, I want to do everything I can too. That's why I wanted to take this opportunity to visit my father. I'd like to see if he knows anything. Well, if that's the case, wouldn't it be best if someone familiar with the situation accompanied you? It'd be a good idea, right?
Understood.
Yes. Then it's decided. But... Well, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Just because you work here doesn't mean you're no longer a member of Caduceus. So shouldn't you be doing everything you can? Yes, ma'am. And it may be a good time to start reconsidering your duties at Caduceus anyway. You've had a lot of time to pull yourself together here. It isn't too much to ask, right? That's true. Well, Angie, would it be alright if I went with you tomorrow? Of course. I'd be glad to have you along. Alright, there's a step in the right direction. Boy, those two can be a handful. And off we go.
Angie.
Ah, I see you brought Derek along for the ride, Angie. Kenneth Blackwell, Angie's father, an immunology researcher with a wealth of knowledge on guilt. He was forced to cooperate with Delphi's guilt researchers in return for his daughter's freedom. It's been a while. Yeah, it's too bad we don't have time to come see you more often. That's alright. I understand how little time doctors have to themselves.
Father.
How have you been? I brought the data Caduceus asked me to show you. Are those the results of the additional tests I asked Victor to perform? Just as I suspected. How is your progress going on that research anyway, Professor? You haven't already heard?
Excuse me.
I've kept my distance from guilt research lately. Really? Well, a doctor with your aptitude couldn't have picked a worse time to do that. Huh? What if you found out?
Indeed.
Something terrible. Someone is trying to revive the ideas of Delphi. Perhaps trying isn't the right word. They've already succeeded. What? Then Delphi is back in operation again? Are you talking about what happened at Elysium? I verified this with Caduceus, and there is no evidence that would suggest otherwise. Elysium's guild outbreak. That was no accident. It was the return of medical terrorism. We performed numerous tests of the tissue extracted from that boy they called a sinner. And our conclusion is that his strain of guilt certainly didn't come from a natural mutation.
No.
Medical terrorism? Not again. I told the authorities everything I knew about Delphi, and the UN successfully incapacitated them. But there were still some loose ends that I didn't get tied up. One of those being the whereabouts of a number of guilt researchers.
Huh?
There were others besides you? Well, their leader, Adam, was of course one of them. But there were others, referred to only by their code names. Vampire, Kukuis, Torperi, and Kuoko. To my knowledge, they are all apprehended except one, Junwol. So one of them escaped? Yes, and knowing that has caused me quite a dilemma. Should I continue with my research, or seek out the shadows of Delphi? What is this? Father? Professor Blackwell, are you alright? Don't tell me it's... What's going on? Professor Blackwell collapsed. It may be post-guilt syndrome. Please, get him to the medical ward.
Dr. Styles!
Wait, doctor. My father has a research lab in this building. It's better equipped in the medical ward, so we should run the tests on him here. I see. Then please, take the professor there immediately. Okay. So, if things go from bad to worse, how does it what's the destination from worse, well, you know what I'm trying to say. Episode 7, Blackwell. There's no mistaking it. It's PGS.
This can't be.
No. His heart is being affected, and it doesn't look too good. We won't be able to transfer him like this.
Dr. Styles!
Then we'll need to perform the operation here, Doctor. My father's laboratory was funded by Caduceus, so we've got all the equipment we'll need. We have to treat him before it gets any worse. But... Come on, Derek. Do it. Professor? I have no intention of accepting this as my punishment. The sins I committed are far too grave to be atoned for by my death. It's just not that simple. I have to live. Father, don't speak. We're going to save you. Alright, I'll perform the operation. Angie, let's get ready. Understood. But, can I really do this? Is it even possible without the healing touch? Doctor, we're ready. His vitals have dropped again. His temperature is rising steadily, too. This isn't good. There's no time to spare. It looks like an operation is our only choice. Doctor? I'm alright. Let's move on to the briefing. Right away. My father's, the patient's condition is due to post-guilt syndrome. The affected area is the heart, and mutated tumors of an unknown origin have started to form. There's one objective for this operation. Excise and extract the mutated tumors from the heart. His heart. If I make so much as one mistake...
Please, hurry!
Please hurry, Doctor. If we lose him any more time, the vitals could... I know!
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you. Let's get started. Yes, Doctor.
Let's begin the operation.
Well, let's try to make this quick.
Well, let's begin. What the? You said please inject the medication. Toxicosis has subsided.
Alright, so the way these tumors work is they'll be flashing between red and blue.
Toxicosis has occurred.
First you have to drain these tumors while they're blue. If you attack them while they're red, then it'll create a little burst of sorts. So
Use the antibiotic gel.
So definitely avoid touching them when they're red, otherwise you'll be in trouble.
Thank goodness. This can't be.
This one's,
What?
oh boy.
Doctor. No.
So Derek is now going to suspend the operation because it's too fast for him to keep up.
Father.
That was useless. I couldn't do anything. Alright, so now that we finished that and we get this unsatisfactory ending. But hey, S rank, that's satisfactory.
Dr. Stiles!
Why? That was more like first aid than an operation. All you did was buy us time. If his strength gives out...
No.
I know! But his case of PGS is different from all the others. We don't have enough information. The best thing we can do right now is wait for backup. But with your skills, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to cure him. Your healing touch never lost a battle with guilt. There's no point in wishing we had something we don't. I'm going to report this case to Caduceus. Maybe they can give us some idea of how to treat it. If this condition changes, inform me right away.
Doctor?
Oh me, oh my. Well. Episode 8. Desperate Plea.
Doctor!
I heard back from Caduceus. It looks like Dr. Chase and the others are on their way. Oh, that's good news. But it'll be a while before they get here. Doctor, will you please reconsider? I know it's my fault you're hesitant. I shouldn't have come down on you so hard. Angie, you can't take all the blame. What you said wasn't entirely untrue.
Dr. Stiles!
Doctor, please, you have to make a decision. Are we going to perform the operation while he still has his strength, or risk waiting? We can't do it without them. There's so many factors we haven't even considered, and... You're right. I knew it would be safer to wait. But in my heart, Dr. Stiles, I know you can do this. Please, you must.
Huh?
No! His vitals have become unstable. There's no more time. Operating is his only hope. No, that's too dangerous. We can still find a way to stabilize him long enough. I know we can buy more time if we lower his body temperature. That will... No, Dr. Stiles, he won't last.
No.
We don't have a choice. Why? Why won't you even try to save him? It doesn't matter whether or not it's possible. Right now, I just have to hope that it is. You've given every patient you've ever operated on 100% of your effort. So please, there's no one I trust more than you.
Please, Doctor.
Please save him, Doctor. Save my dad.